In one word, what describes clean culture?
Family.
Bangers. They throw bangers.
And there's never a dull moment.
3,000 plus cars.
The lines are freaking ridiculous.
Sold out, packed out. This event was crazy. You'll see the coverage. I know Krispy slated.
I get treated like I'm part of the family from day one.
No one's even doing what we're doing, not even a fraction of what we're doing.
The burnout pit went on for almost 2 hours. I will be back at every single clean culture.
It was crazy to see like how far we came.
Honestly, I think, go big or go home.
The shit just took off.
If you can name a state, we're there.
We sell out every single time. If you don't know that, this video will show you that.
Honestly, clean culture has been like the #1 car show.
One of the best shows I've been to in a long time. It's more than just a car show, and it's more than just a vibe to us. I never thought I would have friends like this.
We definitely followed our dreams and we put in a lot of hard work.
This is our story. This is the Clean Culture documentary. Enjoy.
You guys ready? Ready! 1, 2, 3!
My name is Nick Terzo,
And I'm George Melita.
and we are the co-owners and co-founders of Clean Culture Events.
So, how did you guys meet?
I actually had an event in Middletown, a little meet. This is before Clean Culture, before like OC meet. Had a little night meet with a couple of my boys, and I distinctly remember him pulling up with his whip. Obviously the whip was clean, but more importantly, I remember this dude climbed a freaking ladder.
Boston Market?
Boston Market, yeah. Climbed Boston Market, climbed the ladder, shot this good aerial shot of the meet. And I was like, at that point, I was like, oh, I need that, da-da-da. And that's how I got his number. That was the one we did
You can find that on YouTube.
You can find that on YouTube. It was a burnout pit for like, this is before takeovers and all that whack shit.
Yeah.
But like, this is a straight like condoned burnout pit for like an hour straight.
Condone.
Condone, I guess.
It is what it is.
But that shit was lit. What about like the OC meet? Because I remember that first one. It wasn't Clean Culture yet.
Yeah, the one you took my money for.
Yeah, we always
As a participant.
They took 40 at the gate. George Melita, give me that.
After that, the hype was starting to grow, and you had your OC meet for the next year. But that one was massive.
It was Nick.
Dude from Middletown, Nick, throwing it, you know?
It wasn't even me.
Some
I put,
homies.
We put John Dietz.
John Dietz was on
John
it?
Dietz on that
Yeah.
contract. So remember all day long, me and Dietz still joke about it now. Like, where's John? The guy was living.
Yeah.
We were like, a couple hundred cars, bro. Thousands of people showed up. Where's John Dietz? Where's? And I'm just there like, I don't know where he is.
And that was to the road. Like, I remember leaving as spectator, or entrant.
Yeah, that shit was lit. We talked about it, and then we were like, yo, the first thing we need is a name, right?
We started coming up with names, and they were bad.
Oh boy. So the one, I'm never forget, the one he pulled out of his bag.
Oh, don't put that on me.
It's
on me?
I'm sorry, it's on you. Squeaky clean. Yo, we were lasting one season, it went over.
We said, say anything that comes to your head, that's it. We knew it wasn't it. I'll take
Squeaky
that. I'll take
clean's
that.
crazy. Imagine. Halcyon had a video of the car culture at the time, probably 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Something talking about the car culture. I was like, yo, I like the culture aspect of it, right? At some point, some dude said, oh, like these bills are clean. And I was like, oh, nah, it's over. I was like, I got it. Clean culture.
Done.
Done, like that minute. Like,
Went home, I was like, let's make the logo.
We originally started Clean Culture because we were tired of the segregation in the car community. So we started to throw different kind of meets, but eventually they started to exceed the venues that we were at, and we needed to start to rent venues. Our first Clean Culture show was in 2013.
There really weren't many outdoor shows at all. A show was considered something indoor. If it was outdoor, it was a meet. We caught a little flack at first for charging for something that's outdoor. And we had to kind of explain, like, no, we're gonna have the quality of a show that you would find inside shows, but with the vibe and the fun factor of a meet. You know, there's gonna be two-step, which wasn't really a thing back then, limbo, all that stuff.
now that shit's OEM. Like, every event has that
Yeah,
stuff, but we
it's
took
common.
it to that next level.
George, IFC, they need to go over there, that car.
Growing up, going to different meets, that was really why you started your first meet, is everything was so segregated. You had the muscles, yeah, you know, you had the Honda meet, you had this and that. And we're like, let's just put everything.
it was
So let's
clicky.
put that, what was that? Rear wheel drive, converted Civic next to a Ferrari F40. We did that.
Don't matter the age, don't matter the color of your skin, no matter what kind of car you have, if it's a truck, it's a bike, doesn't matter if you're a drifter, if you're a racer, if you like your show cars. Like, you come to our events, you see all types of people,
And it's all love.
ages, all types of cars, and it's all love.
On your mark, get set, two steps.
Certain things work, people are gonna do them, and there's no reason you shouldn't. If somebody does a formula that works and they hand it to you, yeah, you should learn from it, and that's smart. But there was definitely things that we did first.
Who was the first one to put a show, cars in the hallways, on the field, like,
Yeah,
now, that was us.
we did it because we liked it. I
Because
like
we're baseball fans.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
we could easily go get a venue in SoCal and be like, you know what, let's just have it and have an event.
Let's have 3 at the same venue all year. You
But
know?
like, we don't want to do that because other people use those venues.
Yeah, but that's not hype. That hurts the scene. It's boring. It stales it out. We want to do things that are creative, fun, and for the people.
swear to God, I'ma get him. With the bars, I'ma let Jamal get him dropped for cheap like a Honda suspension.
This Volkswagen. It's going to do with Chef Elijah. He was accepted into our VIP a couple months ago, and unfortunately a few weeks ago he had passed away. And we wanted to just take a moment of silence for him in this moment to just recognize him and the hard work he put into it.
Clean culture. This is a complete show. There's always a good vibe. Music is dope. You know, you get to link up with friends every year. I mean, it's just an overall awesome show.
I choose to event at Clean Culture shows because of the crowd. Everything is always fun, and there's a ton of people who come into all these events.
And then we made that tough choice. I remember it was tough to decide if we should try it full time.
It was like scary. Like, okay,
It was scary.
what if this shit don't work out?
And honestly, it's the best decision we ever made. Now we're sitting here with 30 events a year.
Yeah,
We used to have 3 when we made that decision.
The one thing a lot of people don't see, they see it now, but like the sacrifice that was put into this, right? You know, in my prime, 20 years old, killing it out there, and then giving that up, right? To come to Florida for one reason, and it was to expand this brand.
We wanted to expand this thing, and the only way to do that was to move. I had a lot of good friends. I'm a big family person, so it was tough to do it, but I ended up moving to LA because I knew the scene out there was crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, like that first night, I remember calling you. I was like, dude, I think I freaked up. Like, what did I do? I don't know anyone out here.
For like us, like, you know, you had your Newburgh meets, I had my Middletown meets. Like, I'm out there throwing these meets, thousands of people coming, and now I'm over here at these meets in Florida.
Trying to
People
explain
are like,
yourself.
Yeah, who's this guy?
Like, trust me.
They've been having a lot of big events, bringing out a lot of people. And as you can see, it's been such a great turnout. Every year we come out, and Offensive Hip always has a good time at each Clean Culture event.
Love hanging out with people. I love seeing the cars. The culture's great. No pun intended. A lot of people had fun, good day, good weather. Chilling, hanging with your boys. That's what it's all about.
First time here, 2-hour drive, man. Crazy, insane burnout contest.
Right now we are in Hudson Valley, Dutchess Stadium. We did our first event here at the end of 2013, and here we are just 3 years later. We're doing nationwide events from California to Florida, and next year we're expanding to over a dozen shows across the nation. Feels good to be back where it all started.
Nice to have the support from our hometown. It means everything.
Real quick, what do you think your biggest show that you guys ever thrown was? Talk on that.
That's easy.
Dodger
minute or
Stadium.
two at most.
No, biggest show, Dodger Stadium, easy. You?
Biggest show we've ever done is definitely Dodger Stadium. We had 2,000 show cars, probably like 5,000 people. That blew. Like that was the biggest event we've ever done.
This show has been like really crazy. This is my second Clean Culture. This is the most legit, biggest, and more organized show that I've ever been.
So lit out here. Cars are crazy.
If you want to have a good time with a lot of your friends, you want to see a lot of quality cars and a ton of people, probably more than you see at any other show, you're going to want to go to that Clean Culture show.
For the West Coast, this is bigger than it's ever been.
Clean Culture, live from Los Angeles, Dodger Stadium.
The season closer went phenomenal. 3,000 plus cars, crazy, crazy scene out here. Having so many people come to these shows that we put on, are like, it just makes all the hard work and all the time dedicated to it all like worthwhile.
Point blank period, like Clean Culture is just family. Like we like love each other, we help each other, we're there for each other, regardless. We hit each other up like every day.
Clean Culture is just one fam. It's not a group, it's a family.
I'd say my favorite part of the Clean Culture events is seeing the melting pot that we create within the car community. Everyone comes together and we put all of these cars together and everyone mingles. And I think that's the best part. Different car owners, they form relationships. We form good relationships with vendors, our VIP, and honestly, we become friends with a lot of these people. Our latest show was in 2016 at Dodger Stadium, and we had roughly 3,500 cars and about 5,000 people come through the gate. It's amazing to see the difference between 2013 and 2016. We definitely followed our dreams and we put in a lot of hard work. A lot of work that we couldn't even begin to really explain every day. It's kind of non-stop. Behind me here, I have my 1997 240SX, and over here, I have the 1992 Grand Prix White NSX. I have 3 cars at the moment, and my 1997 VR4 is probably my favorite just because it was my first. She's still my baby. We have different chapters. We call that the Clean Culture family, and it is just that, a family. When I moved out here to California, I didn't know anybody, and now I feel like I know everybody, and that is all because of Clean Culture. Honestly, I'm most proud of the fact that everyone in the Clean Culture family is just that, family. To see events such as barbecues, birthdays, dinners, meets, and other things going on, and to know that we started that and we helped form these bonds between different people, I'd say I'm the most proud of that, because that's really what matters most in the end.
Your reply to Mello says, "Fuck, you fat elephant, say it." Ready to send it?
Send it.
What do you want to say?
Suck my ass.
Suck my ass, you fat piece of shit. Fucking gargoyle. Fat fucking little Bill.
Your reply to Mello CC Viper says, suck my ass, you fat piece of shit fucking fit that Bill has been fucking fuck brownie mix bitch fucking yeah to mama put pussy fucking gargoyle fucking fat fucking little Bill is that fucking are there fucking big ass bag of wheat bread Ready to send it?
I'm Juan Batista. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Right now we're in Fort Lauderdale for a show that Clean Culture's hosting tomorrow. It's more than a brand. I created relationships with these people that even after Clean Culture, I'm continuing to have. What we are is more of a family than a brand. Nobody in it is in there for themselves. Everybody's in there for the next person.
say, yo, these guys come out every time. They come out and they put their heart out every time. You want some?
Everyone said, oh, I could throw an event. I dare you. I mean, there's no other promoters that do what we do that throw 30 events a year. That's more than half the weekends of the year.
Question our sanity every day.
To be honest, it wasn't like a dream car of mine. I sold my Subaru to invest the money into the brand. I didn't have a car for a while, and that just kind of popped up. And it was like, oh, I'm gonna get a GTR. You got the NSX, I think, around then. So I was like, you know, I was like, let me just get some kind of crazy too, you know.
Yeah.
At one point, it's making like 850. Now I toned it down a little bit, but you know, it's a fun car. It's got a lot of power. Every car that I have or own, you know, it's for the brand. If it's to the license plate, CC GTR, or if it's, you know, the sticker on the windshield, or even the custom seats in the car that have Clean Culture on it. Like, that car is not my car. Like, that's Clean Culture's car. That's how I look at it.
Just like that. Yep.
What's good, fam? It's your boy Big Abe. Oh, we over here in Rancho Cucamonga. The ballpark banger, two-step limbo contest. I think y'all were the first ones to do that on the West Coast. Everybody else was just pretty much a car show where you would go show off your car. You guys brought that craziness over here. If you want to go check out some craziness, you need to go to Clean Culture event. You know what I'm saying?
'18 Clean Culture, the best show, hands down.
Car meets, it brings everybody together. It doesn't matter, you know, what you're rich, you're poor, it all brings everybody together. And I love the way Clean Culture stands for that. It's meant for everybody here, and I love it.
The NSX was always my dream car. I remember talking about that before I even moved to Cali. I was always in love with that car, and to see that come in the glass box that it came in, that truck, you remember that? Remember the glass case, the truck delivered it, like, it was a nutty feeling. Honestly, it's a dream come true. To get it where I wanted and to bring it out to events and get it seen, especially when it was representing the brand. You know, if you look at the license plate, CCNSX, it's always about the brand.
Right now, we're in Atlanta at our 2021 ATL Auto Fest. This event was crazy. Sold out, packed out, spectators had to get shut down. So it's been a couple, 2-3 years, I think, since we've last talked and since we've worked on this documentary. We've grown from here to here since then in those 2 years. We're in 25 states now. We're about to be in 3 countries, and we're just killing it right now.
Look, JID back in the city with it. Jitty done been all across the globe. They say Jit a scribbler, he silly with it when he spittin'. I hope he don't sell his soul. He should be good, man, he signed a code. He from the hood, nigga, down the road. He was just drilling right by the stove. Then they saw the patrol, it was time to roll. Saw the patrol, it was time to ride. Motor running on Memorial Drive. Got a country cruising with the black man Savannah at the Florida Georgia line. Got a couple family members in Atlanta, not Atlanta. We let on Moretta decide. They just go let that Moretta fly. Cause you niggas.
We've grown so much in the last couple years. We're all over the country now. I'm starting to see how much we're growing. Every event we do, the next year we're double the size, double the spectators. Since the pandemic, you know, we haven't been out in a while, and we've all missed it. We've all missed you guys. And now that we're having events again, we're happy to be back. What's changed since our first show, really? The quality of cars, just the quantity as well. At first we were doing maybe a couple hundred cars. Now we're doing a couple thousand.
The family vibe, it's the atmosphere that we're in is why I love doing what we do. We brothers. So I drove from Orlando, Florida to Atlanta, 10 straight hours, just so we can make it here. Can't let my boys down. We come out here, we shut every show down. Every city we go to, shut it down. One last point, ain't nobody doing what we doing. We outside, look at this. We making numbers, we making hits. Everywhere we go, we throwing bangers. All we throw is bangers.
It depends, penny for your sins. Shooting up the block, can't spot but nappy dreadlocks like a roster man.
Clean Culture is one of the best, best groups. I was an outsider. Came in and became one of the crew members, and man, it's crazy. Meeting Nick for the first time, one of the most humblest people you can ever know. The things that we do is out of control.
I met Nick back in 2014 when he first came to Florida. Been a part of the crew since. It's been a very good opportunity. We've been to travel the world. It's gone bigger and bigger as years go by. Each show we go to, it's better than the last.
Been doing this since maybe 2015. I remember starting the Atlanta chapter, and our first meet was at a bar with maybe 50 parking spots, and over 300 cars came. That's how we knew Atlanta was gonna blow up. Every year we get bigger and bigger venues. Last year we did Turner Field, and even that couldn't hold us, so we had to move along to Road Atlanta. And even today, we pack this out. They said they never see something like this. What could I say besides we're one of the best to do it? This is growing every year, growing every month. Every show we do, people want to come out and keep doing it. The Burnout Pit went on for almost 2 hours, which I love because it's taking people out the streets from all these street takeovers. We had Jeeps pull up, we had JDM cars pull up, we had muscle cars pull up. It's just what it is. Clean Culture brings everybody out of everybody. 2 years ago, I didn't even picture where we would be today. I pictured us growing, but man, this is crazy. So to tell you where we'll be in 2 years now would be unthinkable, because I mean, we're gonna take over. That's just what it is. United States was just the beginning.
This place in particular it's crazy to me. This was my first event pre-Clean Culture, actual event. You know, I did night meets back in the day with no name and no group, and it was just, Nick Terzo did a Facebook event page. But this was my first actual event. It was called the OC Meet. We had cars everywhere, in the grass, under trees, in the parking lot, in the pavilion. People were standing on top of the roofs, the bathroom. It was insane. I think when I pulled in, even Krispy said it himself, it brought back so many memories. We would have never thought, kids came to a park, rented it for $500, and just made a Facebook page, and then thousands of people came out. It was crazy to see like how far we came, and it's truly humbling and honored, and I'm very honored just to be here. It's cool because like we never forgot where we came from, and that's why we're here today. We have the New York chapter here with us. We're barbecuing. It's Memorial Day. I would do anything to go back one day and just to enjoy a little meet at the park and just have a good time. I'll let you talk to a few of my guys that were here actually in 2013. Some of these guys, like, they don't even have cars anymore, but it's dead. Like, who cares? It's not just about cars. Now a lot of car clubs, car groups, everyone's a fam. I get it. But like, this is true. Like, we stick to that and we live by that. These people are like really family. Like, they were at my wedding, they're at my baby shower. Like, it's not just a car club, and that's why I think it's so special and people love to be a part of it.
Last time I was here was about probably 7+ years ago. We actually hosted the OC meet here before Clean Culture, just to see, you know, everybody grow up and mature and everything. It's nice to see everyone back here. Compared to, you know, 7 years ago, you know, now with all the venues being global and stuff like that, you know, Florida, California, North Carolina, Texas, it's just insane. A lot of spectators, a lot of crazy builds now. It's just awesome to see them progress and everything. I'm really happy to be here, you know, because it started in the 845, you know, Nick and George, you know, from Middletown, stuff like that. And, you know, for them to bring it, you know, back to the 845, bring it back to their roots, it's, you know, really an awesome thing to see.
I was here for the original meet. This was the official true meet, like a orchestrated meet. No issues, no drama, no burnouts. Everyone had a good time. All I could say was 10 out of 10, everyone had a good time. They took it from something simple to a whole nother level. A good memory is when they did the, what was that meet? On Bear Mountain, Lake Welch. At that time, I sold my Evo and got into the GTR. So I got 10 R35s and 1 R34. I brought all of them there and he was excited. You know, it was nice to, back then that was like 2014, to have 10 GTRs in one spot. Like, it was cool. So that was a good memory, like, and that was the one big meet. Other than this, that was like the real big meet.
At this event, we noticed that we had a lot of love. We knew we could do something with it, and our goal was always to bring back to the community car events. Shout out to George, you know, we linked up with them, and this is what Clean Culture is now. It started from here. Clean Culture is more than a car club that many people think it is. It's a brand, but at most we're a family. We are united. We're always head deep at meets. You know, we're always helping each other. This is one of the first design hoodies by George, and I personally think it's one of the best designs he threw out, because in the back it says quality of a show, vibe of a meet, and to me that's what Clean Culture is.
So when I first moved to Florida, right, no one knew what Clean Culture was. Like, no one knew who we were, what I did, what we did, what the brand was, what the logo was. The only thing that I had was a video from the OC meet. People are looking at the video to see what we did as Clean Culture in the beginning, but they also seen Krispy, and they seen Krispy's work and how talented and good he was. So like, to me, it's crazy because like, if it wasn't for him filming that first video, I don't even know if I'll be here today, because I wouldn't have a professional, great, crazy video that captured everything that I needed to be successful at the time in Florida. It was just this, a dream, and a Krispy video, and we did it, so.
It's really cool to see them come from this park. I pulled into this park too today, and I'm rolling in. I remember like walking from the entrance way down there, all the way over here with my camera gear, and it brings back some personal memories for myself, not even just like of the Clean Culture show, but of myself being here and filming from the very start. To see them come from this meet that I remember being packed out as it was, to seeing meets that they pack out Dodger Stadium, or they pack out Michelin Raceway, Road to Atlanta, seeing them go from this to that is a crazy transformation. I'm super happy for the whole Clean Culture family.
Fire.
Yeah, we're here at Dutchess Stadium in 2021, and it's kind of crazy to think, Nick, you know, like, we started here and see then a couple hundred cars to now a few thousand cars, and just see like
the growth of the brand in the last 5 years since you've been at this same exact venue has been crazy to see.
It's kind of nuts. All the different places we've been, all the things we're doing, still doing.
Before you seen it, like there was space in between cars. Now the cars are on top of cars. Every square foot of this place is full and it is fucking crazy. We sell out every single time. If you don't know that, this video will show you that. This documentary will show you that. And we'll tell you that.
You're not wrong.
We get busy.
He's eloquent. You know, he's eloquent how he says it, but he ain't wrong.
You know, we're grateful for the growth that we have over the last couple of years. You know, clean culture keeps building and growing, and we're happy with that. And as you can tell, everyone else is happy. All the loud music and two-stepping and stuff like that, everyone's having a good time. This is what we do. This is what we love.
I've been since like pre-day one. Since like before even clean culture was a thing. Fast forward all these years later and look at, we're nationwide now. We go everywhere. If you can name a state, we're there. I was here when this one first hit this place, and it's beyond crazy how big it got. You can tell everyone is excited. You can absolutely see it on everyone here.
It's crazy. So it's about to be, next year it'll be 10 years. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's actually crazy. It's mind blowing. To see what it was then to what it is now, it's crazy.
Yeah, we'll see it in this video when we look young and now I'm old. It's crazy.
Now I'm old. Got kids, washed up.
Like it never turns off, you know? There's no 5 o'clock where you could say, all right, let me just relax. You always feel like you're letting someone down, honestly. If you take a minute for yourself, then you didn't answer this question, you didn't make this flyer, you didn't reach out to this vendor. There's 1,000 things to do a day.
But we love to do it, right? We love doing it.
We do it because we love it.
The community, we love bringing y'all together. We love the culture aspect of it.
It's worth it.
Krispy Industries is actually the primary sponsor for all events of Clean Culture this year. This is the first event we actually came out because we wanted to, check out what their drift event is like and what their car shows are like. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. I love how we're seeing the drifting and the show scene together, and then you walk around the show and it's anything from your daily driver to fully stance out to fully track. So 100% we would definitely want to go to more Clean Culture events. I'm excited to see the ones around Wisconsin and travel to places like these for more.
My name's Evan Shanks. I am a YouTuber and I am from here in Dallas. So I basically build cars. As of late, I try and drive them as much as I can. I'm really good at blowing them up or catching them on fire. I have not been to a Clean Culture event yet. I've always wanted to, but this is the first one we've done in Dallas. This was amazing. I think they put it together really well. It's really hard to kind of organize, especially with multiple things going on. The whole Clean Culture crew, like, they did so awesome. I would definitely 10 out of 10 recommend a Clean Culture event because one of the best shows I've been to in a long time. My name is Nightoff. I joined Clean Culture like a year ago. They're like a family to me now. I never thought I would have friends like this. Clean Culture pulled me out of a really, really bad hole. I was going to school for neurosurgery. I dropped out of school. I was unemployed. I don't see myself ever being with any other group because they're like family to me. Nick is like basically like my brother.
Call me kind of a jack of all trades. I work on some of the cars. Obviously helping Terzal with his drift car. I'm a mechanic myself. You'll see me at the gate, parking cars, booth. You'll see me everywhere. You know, the guys are great. I love to see. This is my passion, you know, so I love doing this. I'm out here all the time.
This place is dope as hell. Probably my favorite show in Texas so far. We've been Austin, Houston, and we'll definitely be back to Dallas. Clean Culture started actually in my hometown. So like, I've known Nick and George and all them. I used to be a kid that was hated. I used to have a Ranger. I do little one-wheel burnouts everywhere. It was absolute, they hated me. And Clean Culture hated me. Here we are now, you know, 2023, still killing it.
The diversity in Dallas right now, I think, is a lot. It's crazy. Supercars to drift cars to like race cars, like it's just a crazy culture here. It's also the first show of our 2023 tour. We have 30 shows this year across America. We're also finally hitting Japan. We come to your city, throw an event, and we're welcomed by different car cultures, different communities, different car clubs, different vendors. Like everyone just lets us in with open arms, and we just try to sort of love back for the culture. Like that's what it was about 10 years ago, and it's always going to be until my hairs are gray. This vision that we've had when we were kids to now, like it wouldn't be where it is without you guys. So truly, thank you guys.
See it now, and now you're gonna see it tomorrow with 3,000-4,000 people here. Ready? Boom.
So right now, it's a clean culture show at the arena in Kissimmee, Florida. It's very popping. They got the two-step, they got the cars inside VIP. You know what I'm saying? So it's very active, as we say. It's very active. Right now, Nick's been grinding. It's been 10 years. He's been grinding for at least 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So to see it progress and to see him moving around the country, around the world with it, it's what's up. That's what's up. He really expanded. I congratulate him. That's what's up.
Nick and these guys have been out here just bringing like the best quality show cars, at least in the Orlando area, Central Florida. And it's cool because we're seeing cars from really all over the state. A lot of cars here from other states as well. People are driving down from Georgia, Tennessee, New York. We've done probably 5-6 shows with them. It's always super seamless. Everything here is very well organized. They've always been a name in the scene as far as like quality cars and bringing out just good people. I'm proud of you, Nick. I'm proud of Clean Culture. Big success story, so proud of you guys. So this is not my first Clean Culture event. I've been to a few of them now. I love the variety that comes out here. I love seeing cars from kids getting into cars and being able to see them bring their cars to the events and have a good time too. It's just cool to see the car community evolve. This is my 1991 Acura NSX that I bought almost 2 years ago and did full air suspension, wide body, Blitz 03s, exhaust, interior work, a ton of stuff. The turnouts are always crazy, the people are always awesome, and Nick is an awesome dude too, so it's cool to support a good friend.
My name is Chris Rudnick. I have a YouTube channel called The Reitzer Miata. Pretty much all we do is we break cars, we try to put them back together, and we just have fun, just living life to the fullest. Honestly, Clean Culture has been like the #1 car show in the scene, I think. I mean, you guys been doing this for what, 10 years now? Something crazy, and like every single year I see this car show getting bigger and bigger. And the fact that this dude is just listing, what, 30 shows a year, and they're getting sold out across America, and now the dude's in Japan, it's absolutely cool. I'm stoked to say Nick is a good friend of mine, and it's really cool to have my car actually right in the front here. So great to be a part of it.
Japan, I mean, literally, we opened it. You know, I'm sitting there hoping that we get 8 registrants. You know, we've never been there. We opened it and literally that thing was pretty much sold out the next
Sold
day.
out, 24 hours, Japan, done. Like,
it's crazy.
Crazy, man. It's super crazy, super blessed.
It's humbling for real.
Clean culture is everything for me. You know what I mean? Like now it's my livelihood. It's how we put food on the table for my family. It's crazy. It's crazy how we went from an illegal parking lot meet in Middletown, New York, to having a worldwide organization. So it's like, it's really special. We're really blessed, really thankful for you guys. So we hope you enjoyed this documentary.
Maybe you're watching this and you might not know clean culture. You might not even like clean culture. You might have had a bad experience 5 years ago when I was 18 years old and I didn't know what I was doing. It's a learning process. It's always been. I still learn to this day. And I hope after watching this, you can understand the real story of the brand and how we really came from nothing to something, and the relationships and the love and the hustle and the respect is all kind of warped in together, and you can feel like where we came from and what we do, and everything that we do, there's a reason for it, and it's for the culture. So I hope that this video, you learn a lot about the brand, about myself, about the guys, and we're in our story. I hope you love our story. This is our story. This is the Clean Culture documentary.
Last time we did connect, it was during COVID in Atlanta. Unfortunately, after we filmed that, a month or two, our Atlanta chapter leader slash staff member slash brother, like our little brother Juan, unfortunately he passed away. So I want to attribute this documentary to him, and I know he's up there looking down on us, and I think about you every day, brother. I pray for you every day. I know you're looking down on me and the rest of Clean Culture in our family. So I want to shift this towards you. And you know, give this little, maybe like a little, if you have any clips, roll it, man. Let's just roll it up, and love you.
Well, I was on my way to work and looked down for a second, Texas drive fits. Looked up, slammed into the back of the minivan, totaled my Estes outfit. If I didn't have a trade I had, being a mechanic and body man, the car would have been totaled. Everybody told me it was going to be okay. Everybody called me to see if they were okay at the time, which really meant a lot more than the car itself that people cared about me. I think I did pretty good.
We got one. Picked up one.
Say please. Do a jumping jack.
Nigga, what the fuck?
What? I make it lit. What? That's what I do. What do you do? What up, George? How you
Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And all the things that you